It was raining hard in Frisco. I needed one more fare to make my night. A lady up ahead waved to flag me down. She got in at the light.
What is going down, world? Welcome to the 40s. I go by the name Black Pegasus, and today we're checking out Harry Chapin, Taxi, for the first time. I've never heard of Harry Chapin. I'm pretty sure I've never done a reaction to him on this channel or anything like that. The way this song is starting out reminds me like being in like the folk lane, kind of getting like some Simon and Garfunkel energy. It doesn't sound like that, but just that's where I can compartmentalize and place it, you know, mentally as a description, but that's just the first 20 seconds. So, man, this is a long one. We rocking with a 7-minute song, which is rare these days when we're doing reactions. You know, there does seem to be a formula to certain songs. Of course, you have your Stairway to Heaven and a bunch of different stuff, but, you know, typically songs are 2 to, I was going to say 3 minutes. That's very typical, but when I'm doing these music videos, most of the stuff that I'm seeing, there's also a lot of 4-minute songs as well. But going into the 6 and 7 minute range, you know, we might be onto something. So we'll see. But anyways, if you guys are here for an absolute first-time reaction, a blind reaction, because I've never even heard of Harry Chapin, like, share, comment, subscribe, and welcome back to the channel.
They tease him a lot, black peas on the spot. Welcome back, 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 welcome back. 40.
All right, I got the logo down and I'm pulling the video up. Don't forget to support the original content on the channel. If you want to check out my other channels, I have a family vlog channel, Houston's vs. the World, and I have a commentary channel, Pegasus vs. the World. Over there, I do commentary and vlogging. Over here is where we do all the music and the music reactions. If you want access to the reactions early, there's a link in the description to our membership that gives you early access. I update it every day, and there's a big catalog in there. Regardless, I don't want people to feel left out. Eventually, everything from the membership is released publicly, so don't trip. Just thank you guys for your support. Huge shout out to all the members. Let's get it popping. I'm checking this out from Harry Chapin's official YouTube channel. And so go over there and support this without me, just meaning what we do with reactions isn't a substitute for the original. Also, go stream the music. It's important to go back to the original content creator. And let's see what this is about. You know, we got like a taxi, the old school yellow taxi cab theme. Isn't that crazy how things have just changed so fast? Like we got Uber and Lyft and I don't know, just ironic. But we got the old school taxi theme here and that's what we're doing. Harry Chapin, Taxi. Little build with the music. It's like fading in.
It was raining hard in Frisco. I needed one more fare to make my night. A lady up ahead waved to flag me down. She got in at the light. Oh, where you going to, my lady blue? It's a shame you ruined your gown in the rain. She just looked out the window. She said 16 Parkside Lane. Something about her was familiar.
This is interesting. So he's telling a story, you know, he's a cabbie. From the point of view of the lyrics, he's driving a cab. He picks up a woman on a rainy night. But it also seems like the music, after he says that, the music's telling a little story as well. So it's interesting.
Something about her was familiar. I could swear I seen her face before. But she said, I'm sure you're mistaken. And she didn't say anything more. It took a while, but she looked in the mirror. Then she glanced at the license for my name. A smile seemed to come to her slowly. It was a sad smile just the same. And she said, how are you, Harry? I said, how are you, Sue? Through the too many miles and the too little smiles, I still remember you.
Okay, this is getting deep. So he knows her and she knows him. And there's something there. There's this like bittersweetness, because the explanation is like she smiled, but there was kind of a disappointment, like, damn. So I don't know if they had a relationship. I don't know. And the fact that he says Harry, so this is really like, you know, when writers write, sometimes they'll put themselves in a story, but it might not be exactly like, I don't know. I'm just listening to this for the first time. But this is some good ass storytelling.
It was somewhere in a fairy tale. I used to take her home in my car. We learned about love in the back of a Dodge. The lesson hadn't gone too far. You see, she was gonna be an actress, and I was gonna learn to fly. She took off to find the footlights, I took off to find the sky. To drive the princess blind. There's a wild man wizard, he's hiding in me, illuminating my mind. Oh, I've got something inside me, not what my life's about, 'cause I've been letting my outside tide me over till my time runs out.
Hold on. So there's a buildup in this music. But the thing that's kind of captivating me, the story is amazing. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of my first time reaction to Gordon Lightfoot, The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. It's just really good storytelling, which it was a true story. I'm wondering how much of this is true, or, you know, is this written about a life experience and then, you know, put into the story of a taxi? I don't know. He said he was going to get fly. And I wonder what he means by that. And she wanted to be an actress. But basically, both their lives took different roads. And in between the verses, it gives you some time to listen to the music. And I'm wondering if the music's trying to capture the emotion of the story, like boom, boom, like it's saying what happened. And then you kind of feel like, you know, this storytelling from the music, like maybe an emotional tug, or like a sonic version of what's actually being told to you. I don't know. This is really dope. I didn't expect this. I don't think I knew what to expect, but we're almost 4 minutes in and I don't even feel like I've been listening, because I'm just so enthralled with the storytelling and where this is going. Now we had this little female vocal pop in, and now it looks like we're about to get some female vocals and lyrics. And I don't know if this is to represent the lady. I think her name is Sue. I just need a second just to take it in. I like this. It's interesting. almost like opera.
There was not much more for us to talk about. Whatever we had once was gone. So I turned my cab into the driveway, past the gate and the fine trim lawns. And she said, we must get together, but I knew it'd never be arranged. Then she handed me $20 for a $2.50 fare. She said, Harry, keep the change. Well, another man might have been angry, and another man might have been hurt, but another man never would let her go. I stashed the bill in my shirt. And she walked away in silence. It's strange how you never know, but we'd both gotten what we'd asked for such a long, long time ago. You see, she was gonna be an actress, and I was gonna learn to fly. She took off to find the footlights, I took off for the sky. And here she's acting happy inside her handsome home, and me, I'm flying in my taxi, taking tips and getting stoned.
Oh my God.
I go fly.
Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. This is the moment. This is the moment. This is the moment. This is an... Okay. So we're talking about a story of two lovers from, you know, maybe they were high school sweethearts, let's say. You know, I don't know if they were making love in the back of the car. They're definitely making out, right? When he said something about the lesson, or I forget, but he implied that, I don't know if he's saying they didn't go all the way or if they didn't have children. I don't know. I don't know what you guys were doing in the backseat of cars back then, okay? I don't know if you're getting, you know, I don't know. But essentially, they were sweethearts. And, you know, she's like, you know, being cordial, let's get together, you know. She gives, it's a $2.50 fare for where she needed to go. And she gave him 20, keep the change. Kind of like, thank you, you know, but, you know, if I don't ever see you again type of thing. There's a symbol there. Keep the change. But the craziest thing was what I told you. I picked up on this early. I was like, what is he talking about? I wanted to fly, because he's in a taxi. It's so incredible, this writing. Essentially, when you're young, you have all these dreams of things that you want to be, and they transform. Your life changes, different things. You never know the course, but you have these dreams. And I didn't know how symbolic he was. Literally, in my opinion, this is how I'm interpreting it. In the time when he was in love with Sue, and she was his high school sweetheart, and he was her high school sweetheart, or whatever, he wanted to become a pilot. He wanted to go fly planes. He wanted to become a pilot, and she wanted to be an actress in Hollywood. And the irony and the twist of this, he's like, well, I'm flying in my taxi, getting stoned, getting high, and she's acting like she's in a happy marriage. That type of songwriting is where it is at. And he took me on this amazing path. Let's finish it out and have a convo. But I just loved that. I don't know, that was the moment for me. That was special. That was the moment. And people have been asking me to react to this. You know, I always think I'm going to run out of songs to react to, and maybe one day we will. But this is just like some classic songwriting, one-on-one. If I was going to be teaching a class in songwriting, if I was a professor, Harry Chapin would be included in this. You know, there's some great hip-hop storytellers too, but Harry Chapin, I would do one on him. Gordon Lightfoot, I'd do Stairway to Heaven. I would do Eminem Stan. I would do Immortal Techniques Dance with the Devil. I would do Ren's The Tales of Jenny and Screech. These would all be in my class about amazing storytelling within music and how many interpretations or what do you get when and how they positioned their moment in the song. Where was the moment? You can learn something from this writing. Me as a writer is how to give them, hints at the beginning, and then, man, this is great. This is great. Let's go. Let's hear the end. I don't know. That was a moment for me, and I just really enjoyed it. I wanted to take some time to highlight it.
Say, taking tips and getting stoned. I go flying so high when I'm stoned.
Bro, I didn't even know this was a stoner song. This turned out to be a song for stoners. Man, isn't it crazy how we take these unique paths from where we start? I'm sure all of us have a story of these dreams we had, from being children to going to elementary school to going to high school to what has unfolded in our life. I just did a reaction to Luther Vandross and Mariah Carey, and I was talking about when I was in like 16, 17, I was in high school. I had a vision board, and it had Mariah Carey, Selma Hayek, and Alicia Keys. And my whole thing was, I'm going to marry one of these ladies, Now fast forward to now. Yo, son, life is crazy like that, I don't know what I was thinking, but this really did something for me. I love the songwriting. Hats off to Harry Chapin. We got to check out more of him on the channel. Y'all got to let me know. I don't know anything about this guy. So let me know in the comments, but I really appreciate it. And the music was perfect in the sense that it let me follow the lyrics. And I do feel like maybe there was bursts of musical emotion to get to the verse to kind of like, it's like we're reading, then the music, we're going to the next chapter. And, as we're going to the next chapter, we're getting this theme of music, this feeling. Then we're at the next chapter. We're reading, then the music, the next chapter. And so there was a lot there, but that's what I felt like in this song. And that was great because there was no video for this. Hopefully by the time this drops, you guys will have known that I just did a interview with Neil Giraldo, wrote, Pat Benatar's, or with her, the biggest songs. He's a rock and roll Hall of Famer. And in that interview, there was a moment where he mentioned that he believes that music videos kind of ruined music because it's so important for people to be able to close their eyes and have their own interpretation. And it's a really powerful moment in the interview. And this type of song makes me believe he is right. Now, in our conversation, I gave a little pushback because I was like, but what about the artistry that comes with the visual art? We didn't have we just had a conversation about it. But this hits it on the nose. What he said, what Neil Giraldo had said in that interview I did with him, is exactly what he meant here. And I'm all, let's go. Anyways, you guys let me know what I got, what I missed. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.
Thank you for being some man. 40 years down the road, back again. FUQ.